Yeah. All right, life is a construct. We're all just stuck in it. I've wasted so much time today, speaking of time. So, without further ado, without any interruptions, without any hesitation, we're just going to hop into this. I have a few things to talk about and a few videos to watch. I think we're first going to talk about, hold on, let me switch this over. I think first we're going to talk about the hardest thing first. So, apparently, and this is something nobody's going to enjoy, Sony PlayStation, the company, has decided to start phasing out physical video game discs by January in 2028. Which, I was hoping would be something that we would never actually run into in our world, but slowly as it's gradually been decreasing as far as like the popularity and the push for these kinds of games. And it seems like companies have been prioritizing like digital games so much more and like virtual game cards, virtual ownership, virtual titles that you can actually own just by a license on the internet, but you don't actually physically own anything and it's just a license to play. I mean, we all should have seen it coming a little bit. I've been worried about this, but it's true. It looks like Sony is saying, it looks like Sony has said on Wednesday that they plan to end the production of new video game discs, and which has been a feature for a very long time in video games like CDs, music, movies, media of all kinds of has been put on DVDs and discs that we were able to like physically actually own the copies to without any Wi-Fi and like walk over and put it into the device and it'll just run. But it looks like this decision has been laid out in a company blog post, which you guys can see here. Basically, talking about there being a preference in broader entertainment industry that is continuing to shift away from the production of physical discs. And I think that is crazy. They're basically saying PlayStation Store and retailers in digital formats only will wait. They basically say they're basically saying that starting in January 2028, after that date, new games will be available on the PlayStation Store, and I guess they're gonna give out game cards or some kind of shit like they do fucking V-Bucks in Walmart and places where you can buy games to go and like scratch off a code and be able to play your game that way, I guess. I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. I feel like video game collectors and collecting as a whole is being destroyed. I mean, that's part of the fun, you know what I mean? And as somebody who I feel like I've struggled to be able to collect games, and I feel like now I'm regretting that. I'm regretting and wanting to start a physical game collection for myself. It looks like they're also going to prioritize resources to drive innovations and how players can access games and provide choices as to where players can purchase new games, whether it's retailers or the PlayStation Store. So all of their focus is going to go into trying to advertise this system and revamp it as the new, basically. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as general preferences for digital media significantly outspace physical discs. It says this transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of the community prefers to access and play games today, which forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like this is true. I feel like with the things like Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation collections and catalog system that they have with their shit, it's made it to where people may play games digitally a lot, but I don't think people prefer it digitally. I think that it's something that people have chose because the physical game market, like places like GameStop and shit, has died. I feel like it's become so little. The best way for me to go and get and work on a collection of physical games is to go to a pawn shop and try to get them that way and hope that I can find them, honestly. GameStop is still around, but not in my town. I have to drive out of the town to get it, but damn. This is kind of crazy that this is happening. So, in this article, oh wait, whoa. In this article, they also talk about how overall consumer spending on video games in the US has ticked up by 1% in 2025 from prior years, which I mean, I feel like that's kind of Minimalistic, 1%. Who the fuck cares about that? Prior years to hit $60.7 billion, according to the data from Entertainment Software Association, Circania and Sensor Tower. Subscription services revenue jumped up 20%, while mobile games now account for nearly half of the total at 26.7 billion in revenue. Mobile games. What? Like on your phone? They're saying that mobile games are half of the market when it comes to. I feel like people who mainly play mobile games are not actual gamers. I don't feel like that can be considered the same thing, honestly. I feel like that's kind of nuts. But I'm pretty disappointed to see that this is the case. I feel like it's really making me want to try to get physical games and try to have some sort of collection. I'd really love a PlayStation 2 as well. Like, and those things day after day are becoming more and more retro and more expensive trying to get them. So it says here as well that the change has no impact on titles due to come out prior to January 2028. So I guess those are still going to be physical, but after that, they're going to stop any games that are announced after 2028, January 1st. I guess they're going to start only going digital with these games. Very disappointing. Um, yeah, I just thought I wanted to give you guys the news on that because I came across this article and this story just talking about that, and I was pretty shocked. I mean, not really surprised, but just like, damn, that's happening. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know if you guys care or not. Let me know if it's something that matters to you. Let me know if you think this is going to impact a lot of things because I feel like this is kind of a big deal. But I would love to hear you guys' opinions down in the comments. Let me know. I'm glad we got to talk about this for a little bit. And yeah, until the next video I make, don't forget to smile and be happy. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't be all doom and gloom about everything. But yeah, peace out. All right, let's see what else we got today, guys. So a story I wanted to talk to you guys today about is there's a TikToker in Dubai who is being there's a TikToker in Dubai who is being charged with a murder and may actually see a firing squad at some point due to this. And they're facing the death penalty, and they may actually face the death penalty. Damn, I'm misspeaking a lot. They're facing the death penalty by firing squad because of this as well, which is not a thing I thought would be together, like TikTok influencer, murder, and death by firing squad. That's pretty intense. But there's a 23-year-old TikToker who is being charged with the murder of her boyfriend in Dubai and is facing death by firing squad for real. A human's right, and that's coming from a human's rights group. It doesn't name them in the article, but this, wait, hold on, maybe it does. Hold on. I don't know if it does later, but it looks like this TikToker's name is Brooke George, and she's from a place called Gravesend, which that's a pretty interesting place to come from with this kind of charge over your head. She has been charged with the stabbing of a man who she was in a relationship with after they met online in an advocacy group that was wait, after they met online. Advocacy, what is that? Advocacy group detained in Dubai said. So, and apparently this story is coming from a, and apparently this story is coming from a group called Advocacy Group. And apparently the story is coming from a group named the Advocacy Group, which I'm going to Google here. We're going to look and see what these guys are even about. Advocacy Group. Oh, I can't spell. Group in Dubai. And it looks like this group is And it looks like these groups vary from sector to sector depending on your needs. It says the Foundation for Women and Children, DFWAC, advocates for domestic violence and trafficking victims. So it looks like these are just like a help agency that helps people that are in need in general, domestic violence, trafficking, maybe children, yeah, children as well. It's like CPS a little bit. So they help out with people that are dealing with family members and people that are their loved ones and really dark situations happening that shouldn't be happening to innocent people. But it looks like, wait, hold on. The group is claiming that she stabbed her boyfriend with a knife in self-defense during a violent attack. Wait. The group is saying that she claimed to stab her boyfriend in self-defense during a violent attack that happened while they were in Dubai. It says that they were in UAE when this happened, and the organization called for her to be released on bail and for the case to be dealt with as a domestic violence case, which what? I mean, I feel like it breaches domestic violence and goes beyond that into like some murder shit after you stab somebody, but whatever. The Foreign Development and Commonwealth Office said it was supporting a British woman detained in the UAE and her family, even though her family was just stabbed, because I feel like that guy was supposed to be her family too. Former John Lewis worker George was arrested in the early hours of the 22nd of June, and he was charged with premeditated murder. Wait, actually, this is talking about her. The former John Lewis worker, which, hold on, what is John Lewis? Uh, John Lewis, Oxford Street, department store. Oh, I see. So this TikToker who was a Pat Buck. This TikToker who was a former employer of John Lewis, which is a department store in the UK, and has been arrested in the early hours of the 22nd of June and is being charged with premeditated murder. And it looks like she's actually facing execution under the UAE law if convicted with if she is convicted with these crimes. And while being held in a place called Dubai, police wait. While she is being held in a place called Dubai, which is a police station in Dubai, she has alleged she's alleged that she's been forced to strip naked in front of male officers without female officers present, which she said she was deeply humiliated with and was very distressing to her. And being detained in Dubai is obviously not this lady's cup of tea. She's not enjoying it. She doesn't like the Vitali treatment. I know she's not in the Philippines, but it looks like on her first visit to Dubai, George described her time as the time of her life. She very much enjoyed it. It sounds like she had a pretty good time. But According to according to Rada Sterling, chief executive of Detained in Dubai, the relationship became abusive on their second trip to the Gulf City. Sterling said that George claimed her partner became increasingly controlling and abusive during this time, and she was trying to leave after he had allegedly punched her and withheld her passport, and then attacked her again at an apartment that they were staying at. She also claimed that she feared for her life and reached for a kitchen knife within her grasp and acted in self-defense. So that's why she's claiming she stabbed him. Uh, in the state, in the statement that she made, and in a statement from her mother named Teresa George, she said that Brooke returned to Dubai after the second time, and the dynamic had wait. And Teresa George, her mother, is stating that after they returned to Dubai for the second time, the dynamic between Brooke and her relationship partner had actually changed. It was drastically different from the first time they had been together. And it seems like the day before the incident, she did not seem like herself. Her mother claimed that she was much quieter and was not very happy or cheerful like how she felt like she normally was. And that evening at a bar in Dubai, when they spoke, Brooke right after wait. And that evening, And there was an evening in Dubai where they spoke together at a bar right after the incident had happened, and Brooke was telling her mother that she was absolutely terrified and has also never seen her wait. And the mother claimed that she had never seen her daughter quite as terrified as she was in her life. She said that she said that her daughter was crying uncontrollably and that she said that she could see that one of Brooke's eyes was very badly swollen and was actually beginning to swell shut from the attack that had happened. She also added that she was deeply concerned for her daughter's welfare and well being, as a mother should be, obviously. I mean, she's going to believe her daughter. Unless she was actually there, I don't blame her for taking her daughter's side. She was very deeply concerned for her, which I think is very normal. And she also stated that her daughter and her spoke the night that she was, wait, The daughter I spoke to that night was utterly terrified. She claims that her daughter that night was utterly terrified whenever they spoke, and she said that she firmly believes that her daughter was desperately trying to get home and away from whatever had happened to her. Which I don't think she had to actually leave Dubai to get away from it, but I understand the feeling, I guess. If she was in that kind of situation, it would probably be very scary. But she's saying that the closest people that were, but she also stated that the people that were closest to Brooke became increasingly concerned as well, her whole friend group, and they were thinking that she had been lured to Dubai under false pretenses, and they were worried that she had been lured to Dubai for false reasons. And they were getting worried that she had been lured to Dubai for false reasons and for the purposes of exploitation from the boyfriend that she was coming to see. And it says that there and it says that these kind of conspiracies were fueled by his unexplained changes in behavior and the way that he acted, the one-way ticket that was purchased as well, and the bikini-clad professional photo shoot arranged during her first visit. And also there was and also because there was a bikini-clad professional photo shoot that was arranged during the first visit that she had with him. She alleged that she alleged that withholding her passport and telling Brooke that her friends wait, and also with her friends being worried about Brooke's passport being withheld by her boyfriend. Brooke was telling her friends that things were not right and was apparently talking to pretty much her whole entire circle about increasing fears and the need to escape, which kind of makes me wonder, like, why didn't she just call the police during this whole time? Why didn't she make any kind of report? It says here as well that detained in Dubai said that George had not been given access to the embassy and had to make statements without a lawyer present. The wait, this whole case is sparking a lot of debate about women's ability to defend themselves in terrible situations and the right to self-defense that everybody should have as a person, and due process and the treatment of British nationals overseas has also been put into question because of all this. People are worried that people that are from the British people are getting worried. It looks like they're talking about being worried that people from the UK could potentially be treated badly overseas whenever they're detained, at least. But I guess this all could be looked at as like grabbing any reason to sort of play a victim card as well. She also added that there's also talk of there being a lot of push to get Brooke released out of this situation. It says, "We are calling for Brooke to be released on bail pending the outcome of the investigation." And the UAE has been and it looks like the UAE has a well documented history of criminalizing and re victimizing women who report violence in their country. Detained in Dubai also stated that for George to receive any kind of protection or any kind of appropriate medical care, legal representation, and also wait, and immediate British consular assistance while the investigation proceeds. Right. Detained in Dubai is also calling for George to receive protection, appropriate medical care, legal representation gifted to her, and immediate British consular assistance while the investigation is ongoing. And in a statement with the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, they said that we are in touch with the British women and detained in the wait. They said that they're in touch with a British woman that is detained in the UAE and that they're supporting her and her family and that they're trying to get in contact and stay in contact and that they are also in contact with the local authorities involved in the situation and trying to convince them to try to get them out of the situation. Now, I will tell you guys this much. I don't know enough details about everything going on here. I don't know how long this girl and guy were together either. I don't know all of that information. But if this lady just stabbed a dude and then claimed it was self-defense, I don't know if she should get a firing squad, but in America, she'd go to jail. But if the dude was beating the shit out of her and then she stabbed him, I mean, shit, I don't know what else she's supposed to do, but like, I don't know. We'll just have to see what kind of evidence comes out and what kind of information comes out about the situation to get any more updates on it. I just thought it was kind of crazy that there's literally a TikToker that's being charged in Dubai with murder and is facing a fucking firing squad. Like, this is some old-timey shit. I guess they do it differently over in Dubai, and I think it's kind of crazy. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. If you guys have more information on this topic, you guys should let me know what you guys think. And give me information that I missed or anything that I'm like not seeing here. If you guys want to help fill me in a little bit, I'd appreciate it. I just thought it was kind of crazy. Wanted to talk about it, and I will catch you guys in the next one, in the next video that we make, I guess. Hold on, guys. All right, we're gonna learn a little bit about BlackRock. I know that they're a big organization that owns a whole, I think the most assets out of any company, organization, whatever it's called, at all. I don't know if it's in the world. I don't know if it's in America. I know that they are located in New York, though. But this video is called BlackRock, the conspiracies you don't know. Let me back this up a little bit. I just want to see what's going on here.
I'm standing in front of the headquarters of a company that manages $10.6 trillion. That's more than half the United States GDP.
That's a lot of fucking
Last time,
money.
I covered the shady consulting group McKinsey, and you guys asked for one thing: BlackRock. So here we are. BlackRock is the subject of a lot of speculation online.
There is a robot that controls more wealth than any country on earth.
Really, the commander-in-chief
This
is Larry
dude.
Fink.
They have stock in 95% of Fortune 500 companies, and they've been hired by governments across the world to help manage financial crises and even just conduct normal operations. That
So
means that pretty much
they're in
any time
everything.
you interact with the economy, working, buying stuff, driving a car, going to the bank, anything, you're interacting with BlackRock. But that $10.6 trillion
That's
isn't
weird.
really their money. Don't worry, we'll come back to that. And they claim they're just passive investors, which seems harmless, right? While I love a good conspiracy, and I know there was a cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom logo, how much of a conspiracy is this really? I wanted to get to the truth behind BlackRock and the other nearly identical asset managers, State Street and Vanguard, known as the Big Three. Are they actively controlling the world and shaping it in their favor? Or are they passive investors just
I don't
riding the
know.
wave of American economic expansion?
This is reminding me of, and yes, there's a fucking ad here. This is reminding me a whole lot of like the Rockefellers and people like that as well. Or who are those other ones? Who are those other ones? The Rockefellers and who is that other group? The Rothschilds, that's it. So the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, I don't know if they're connected to this or if just one person from one of those families maybe is involved. I don't know. But this is what this was reminding me of. I wonder if this could be the shadow government, y'all. This could be them, you know what I mean? No, I'm playing. I don't know. Let's get past this ad though.
Just you, building your app on base 44.
Stay with me. We'll get to the spooky stuff soon, but first let's talk through some finance basics that give BlackRock
I'm
their
already
power.
spooked.
What an asset manager actually does, the main product they provide, index funds, their favorite loophole, passivity, and their
Index
position
funds.
in our economy, the not at all terrifying sounding universal ownership. BlackRock is an asset manager, and the service they offer is taking a customer's money and making more money out of it. Their existence relies upon an important invention of the 70s.
This water bed's only $119.
More exciting, the index fund.
Was that a waterbed? It says here index funds are a type of mutual fund or exchange traded fund that is designed to track the performance of a specific financial market benchmark, such as S&P 500 or NASDAQ 100. Rather than relying on managers to hand pick stocks, these funds provide instant diversion. Wait, these funds offer Fuck, I can't talk. These funds offer instant diversification by holding all or a representative sample of the securities within that index. If that makes sense to y'all.
It was pioneered by the first CEO of Vanguard, and it offers investors a way to invest in many stocks at once.
that guy looks like a lizard person, 100%.
So instead of betting a lot on a few individual companies, you bet a little bit on every company in the whole index, basically just the whole market itself.
The
So you
index
always
at least steers a steady course.
It's like instead of betting on a single horse, you're betting on all the horses at once. And index funds are a form of mutual fund, the more general way people pool their money together to make big investments. But someone needs to be the one to pool all that money together and manage it, and that's an asset manager, i.e. BlackRock. Index funds and ETFs are their main products, and they're pretty similar. They're popular because they're lower risk, have more consistent returns, and are cheaper for asset managers because they don't have to pay a guy to place bets all day, which studies show they are not very good at.
Just ignore the folly of short-term speculation. It's absolutely a loser's game.
So if the market is up 7% today, so is your index fund. Instead of constantly buying and selling shares, which is what active investors do, BlackRock and these big asset managers buy a little bit of every company and just hold on to those shares basically indefinitely. This is called passive investing, a type
So they go around and they always make sure they have their toes dipped into everybody's little fucking mouths. That's what's going on here. They own part of everything. And it's like, that's why I said it is a joke, but like these could be the fucking shadow government, y'all. This could be the people in the shadows.
title that affords them a lot of legal leeway they otherwise wouldn't get. They own
Of
so
course.
much that it would be impossible for them to sell out of any one stock in one fell swoop.
When you think about passive, we can't sell a company as long as they're in the index.
Most of the money asset managers manage comes from institutional investors. Those are big pension funds, insurance companies, nonprofits, and university endowments. But while all the money they manage is in the hands of these big institutions, most of it actually comes from regular people. Public and private pension plans, 401k owners, college tuition, and anyone with insurance. This is your money, but it doesn't always come back to you.
And I need it now.
Nor do you get a say in the companies it gets invested in. While they want good returns on those investments, contrary to how we think about Wolf of Wall Street type investors, that's not actually their main goal.
That's the real Wolf of Wall
They make
Street.
their profits from the fees they charge their clients, not from the returns on the money they invest. I spoke with Benjamin Braun, a professor of political economy at the
Damn.
London School of Economics. He's written a bunch of studies on asset managers'
So I guess what they're talking about is basically these people doing a service or doing something for all the people that they have their toes dipped into. And they basically siphon up, they're like a tiny leech, you know what I mean? They're just like hanging on for the ride and they may be small, but they're latched onto everything. So they're pulling so much from so many different directions. They probably make insane bank doing this type of shit, honestly.
role in our economy and society.
The fees you earn if you're BlackRock increase when the market value of the assets you manage increases. You maximize your assets under management
Wow.
by winning over new clients and by getting the clients that you already have to give you more money.
When you have $10 trillion, you have to put them somewhere, and eventually that somewhere becomes everywhere.
More investing.
Universal ownership
Yep.
refers to holding shares in the
On
entire
everything.
universe of firms listed on the stock market. The big three asset managers, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, hold a
Vanguard,
sizable,
too.
but still relatively small stake in all listed corporations.
BlackRock is a 3 to 10% shareholder in all of these companies. This may
Wow.
not sound like a lot, but it's enough that
Microsoft itself owns a lot. And so does Apple, and so does Amazon, so does Google. It's kind of crazy. Like they're basically owning all the big companies that already seem like they own a majority of everything. They're not owning these companies, but they got their toes dipped into every fucking bowl of pudding that these companies have.
selling all of it at once would likely crash that entire stock, kind of locking them into the whole not selling passive thing.
5% in any individual company is actually very significant because if and when shareholdership is dispersed, 5% makes you, in all likelihood, the single largest shareholder in that company. That's why, for example, in
How does that make
academic
sense?
studies, 5% is taken as a threshold for control. There's almost no difference between Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, and even a bunch of other asset managers in terms of their business model. So then you can start and wonder, okay, so if the big three together hold 25% of the shares in any individual company, then you're definitely above the threshold.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like also with all of this, the big amounts of money that they get, they can start putting assets towards companies that they feel like are doing better too. So I'm sure that they do to some extent put more some places than others, and they pick and choose like what to actually put stuff in. But it's not the same as like trading stocks where you're waiting on the market to go up or down in the same sense of like buying and trading those stocks as the value goes up. Instead, they're holding value, and whenever they hold value in this company, whenever they hold value in a company and their stocks go up, they're holding part of the company. The part of the company that they actually have a part of is going up as well, along with the shares that they own. So it's not exactly like the same as investing stocks, but it gets affected in a similar sense.
Let's zoom in on Amazon. The big three own 16% of all outstanding Amazon shares. Jeff Bezos only owns 9%.
In theory, universal owners should have an interest in maximizing profits in the long term across the entire economy.
It's like three
And that is
companies
not
that
how
are
they
one.
operate in practice.
The amount of stock you have determines the number of votes you get. BlackRock is almost always in the top 3, maybe 5 if they're feeling broke. So that is a lot of votes. And let's not forget, it's not BlackRock's money that's invested. It's your dad's pension fund and your insurer's massive pile of savings. It sounds crazy, but when you put your money in a pension fund, you sign away your voting rights to the pension fund manager. And then when the pension fund manager puts all their pension funds under an asset manager's control, they sign away all those votes to the asset manager. Kind of pyramid scheme vibes.
Ooh.
And how do they actually use those votes? A 2017 study found that asset managers almost always voted with what the company executives recommended. And why are they always voting with company management? Back in the 80s, company managers used to spend company
they're the
money on
management.
company things, like corporate jets, fancy offices, or occasionally paying their employees.
Epstein shit.
And this
Occasionally,
made the
huh?
investors sad because they wanted those profits. So they started offering company managers, in addition to bonuses and benefits, stock options. Executives' total pay was now forever tied to how much the company made.
They can push managers, corporate managers, to act more in the interest of shareholders, meaning in the interest of corporate profits, and do more to maximize corporate profits.
This funnels money
Damn. So basically, protect their own, make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do internally, and don't give a fuck about anything else.
back to investors who now include management, and away from any hope of making companies work better or including employees in the profits that their labor created. Back in the day, like my grandparents' day, more regular people had stocks, and the idea was that every shareholder could vote on things like board elections, mergers and acquisitions, executive compensation, and once in a while, wages. Sort of like democracy for people with disposable income.
Government is the people's business. And
I mean, that's
every
how
man,
how
woman,
it
and
should
child becomes a shareholder with the first penny of tax paid.
In 1945, 94% of stocks were owned by households. But that's not really how it works anymore. Today, households have more like 40% of the stock market, and about half of that belongs to the top 10%.
This is annoying.
Online
I'm sorry, y'all, if you're watching on stream.
Today, households have more like 40% of the stock market, and about half of that belongs to the top 10%.
Look at that split, though. Look at the way it's went down. Okay, so like this is how much we've owned in the past, right? And this is how much we've started to lose. So we own way less than half now, like a quarter, and it's been that way since about 2000. And it looks like it's 1985 wasn't too hot either, but it really started going down in like 1955 to 1965 is when we really started seeing that obvious decline there. That's kind of nuts, but now I feel like it's less powerful for somebody to own certain things like this because of all these companies that are really intertwined with all the business aspects of stuff. So unless you're in with the nitty-gritty and the people that are there, you don't have a way in.
Today, households have more like 40% of the stock market, and about half of that belongs to the top 10%.
We went up a little bit.
Today, the top 1% own 50% of corporate equity and mutual fund shares, while the top 10% own 86%. Did you think this yellow part was everyone else? Nope. The tiny green part on the bottom is the least wealthy half of Americans.
You often hear this argument that what is good for shareholders
y'all.
is good for everyone, because especially in the US, where retirement assets are overwhelmingly invested in corporate equities, everyone is a shareholder. But that's simply not true. The bottom 50% virtually owns no shares at all. The vast majority of shares are held by the top 10%.
The elites.
And within that, even shareholders
upsetting.
are quite concentrated within the top 1%.
And while the strategies corporations choose because asset managers vote for them affect everyone, they only benefit half the population even a little bit and frequently hurt the other half, those without any shares at all. Take the example of worker pay. BlackRock and other asset managers play a huge part in wage stagnation.
But the thing is, too, a lot of the people who are working and doing jobs and like trying to focus on their day-to-day shit, they don't have time to like learn about all this stuff. They don't have time to focus on all this shit. They're trying to get done with their job, make a paycheck, and get home to feed their fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Or like feed their family. I feel like most people are so fucking burnt out and so exhausted. Like the people that they're talking about being negatively affected, it's like it's really sad because they're keeping themselves in power while keeping everybody else oblivious, as oblivious as they can. Obviously, plenty of people get information still and learn about things and expand their mind, but
if you're a corporation, you can increase
wow.
profits only in so many ways, and you can
Starbucks customer blank a Starbucks union
always in the short term increase returns to shareholders by squeezing workers.
So this kind of uber monopolization really hurts working people, consumers, and even small businesses. And this is where it gets interesting. There's evidence that this type of universal ownership is in part responsible for why everything is so expensive these days. For example, they have significant stakes in Nike, Adidas, Lululemon, and Under Armour. If one outperforms the other, it's the same from BlackRock's point of view. And sometimes it can even lose investors' money altogether if companies were to start lowering prices to compete.
That's the universal ownership logic in action, but it's also an anti-competitive logic in action. The fact that all 5 airlines, all the major banks, for example, in the US have the same large shareholders creates a danger and a risk that these corporations will not engage in competition in the same way they would if they each had different shareholders.
Because they're not actually competitors. It's like how you hear about, you know, the people who make the products that cause people cancer also own the companies that help provide the cure for cancer, yada, yada, yada. It's like an Ouroboros of like feeding oneself and never actually sharing. It's just weird. It's all an illusion as well because you think these companies are competitors, but they're not. They're owned by the same fucking people.
Because in that world,
it's crazy
each shareholder would root for their company and would hope to outperform the market by the company they waged a bet on.
It's sort of like a neo-monopoly where companies don't even have to merge and buy each other anymore because they all send profits to the same guys no matter what. And their large stakes in basically every company afford them friends in high places. From just 2014 to 2015, BlackRock performed over 1,500 private engagements with the companies held in their portfolio. BlackRock reportedly believes that meetings behind closed doors can go further than votes against management, and they typically give management a year before voting against them. They also have a lot of friends in the government. There's a sort of revolving door between BlackRock, the government, and the international bodies that create monetary policy. Things like the US Treasury, Federal Reserve, the central banks of Canada, some European countries, and Sweden, as well as the International Monetary Fund and the World Economic Forum. Since 2004,
it's like
BlackRock has
rigged.
hired at least 84 former government officials, regulators, and central bankers worldwide.
The intersection of politics and business has never been more
Chairman and
ongoing.
CEO of
Larry Fink himself is on
BlackRock.
the board of the WEF and even tried to get himself selected as Hillary Clinton's Treasury Secretary in 2016. And even tried to get himself wide.
So this guy is Larry Fink, Chairman and CEO of BlackRock.
Intersection of politics and business.
Former government officials, regulators, and central bankers worldwide.
The intersection of politics and business has never been more ongoing.
Larry Fink himself is on the board of the WEF and even tried to get himself selected as Hillary Clinton's Treasury Secretary in 2016. And in
Wow.
2008, they got themselves a pretty sweet deal.
Traders saying this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen
2008.
anything like it.
That's a long time ago, guys.
In the aftermath, the government created the Financial Stability Oversight Council to oversee entities like BlackRock that control a lot of money but aren't banks. The FSOC pointed to BlackRock as an organization that's so big that its failure could cause another collapse, and tried to put additional oversight on them. But BlackRock doubled their political lobbying spending, including running a super targeted ad campaign on the DC Metro, and managed to dodge the oversight that other large financial institutions receive.
Guys, what if all the money in the world just became valueless and like restaurants still cooked food and farmers still grew animals and plants and banks still, like helped people with like, well, banks would get fucked in that situation, but things could still run as normal. Just because these big corporations fall through doesn't just nuclearize everything that exists. You know what I mean? Like, there's still ham in the fridge to make a sandwich, even if these guys don't have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it has to run in that same way. You know what I mean? Like, these constructs and these things that these people have made as an illusion and constantly letting people know that if they fail, the whole economy and the whole government is going to collapse and ooh, apocalypse. Like, it's not that serious, I don't think. Like, I don't think I'm not going to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow just because one of these fucking dudes in a suit doesn't have money from the fucking bunches of corporations that they own a part of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
And let's come back to that loophole they like to call passivity. The people who decide if they're passive enough to continue not to be overseen by the government is BlackRock themselves. Basically, BlackRock and other asset managers have to submit annual letters to self-certify that they've been compliant with the terms of passive investment. That's like being allowed to write whatever you want on your taxes and then audit yourself. Except if you also had $10 trillion,
makes it all rigged.
which, unless you're watching this and you're literally Larry Fink, hey bestie, I'm gonna safely assume you don't. The part that really blows my mind is that while this one company already has their eggs in basically every basket and is making money off seemingly everyone, it goes even deeper than that. The biggest investors in BlackRock are Vanguard and State Street. And the biggest investors in Vanguard are BlackRock and State Street. And the biggest investors in State Street are, you guessed it, BlackRock and Vanguard.
Asset managers are the shareholders of asset managers.
They're human centipeding this shit. That is, like I said, bro, that is just so crazy to think about. I mean, how is this something that can just be allowed to happen? You know, like how does it get stopped? Who do we talk to? Where's the HR department? I don't know what we're supposed to do or what's supposed to happen. But that's crazy. That's not right.
And this is true for all financial firms, and not only, in fact, for stock market listed firms, but private equity firms buying up private insurers.
So the financial sector effectively owns itself. The biggest companies that they own them back, creating this loop that sucks money in and never seems to spit it back out. They play all sides of the game because at a certain point, you can't lose when you play against yourself. So going back to our original questions, does BlackRock own everything? No. But do they control everything? Kinda.
It seems like they got their toes in everything. Hold on, I want to see something, guys. Hold on. So it looks like BlackRock in New York doesn't have a phone number, but BlackRock in North Carolina does, and BlackRock in, well, there's two in North Carolina. There's a BlackRock construction company and a BlackRock financial institution. I don't know if those are connected. I was going to call them and just see like what it said. I don't know, but I'm not going to call those companies because I don't think those are actually them.
But do they control everything? Kinda. They profit off of every bit of your life while controlling just the minimum amount they need to make sure they can continue profiting off of every bit of your life. And they get paid by teachers' retirement funds to do it. And they get away with this by constantly exchanging money for power and utilizing legal loopholes. It's worth being pedantic here for a second. They don't own everything.
Pedantic.
They own shares in everything, which gives them an outsized amount of control. So
in
while they're not
everything.
necessarily the ones making all the nitty-gritty decisions in every company, it is their influence and this giant structure of universal ownership that continues to make their pie bigger and ours smaller. It's the ultimate endgame of the Investor Management Alliance. Remember the part about how they're responsible for reporting their own passivity to the government? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the FDIC are working to change that and make it so that asset managers that own large chunks of banks like BlackRock are regulated like banks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe this is gonna actually happen though. I think what would actually happen is there'd be like a dude in a room doing the paperwork, and he'd probably like walk over into the other room to like his coworker fucking Jim or something, and he would be like, "Hey man, look at this for me," and he'd just look at it and check it off and be like, "Yeah man, it's straight," and just give it over to fucking Dale in the next room, and that's it. Dale sends it off. And it ends up in fucking George's fucking office again. And George is the one who gave it to Jim. And then Jim gave it to Dale. And then Dale gave it to George. And like, it seems like they're just like jerking each other off, in this fucking weird circle. But they own a little bit of everything. So like, that's what it is.
The asset managers, of course, are not happy, and they are lobbying against this. So regulating them much further is going to prove difficult. And this is a solution to one part of a much larger problem. We no longer have the old system of shareholder democracy. We have something more like a shareholder oligarchy where the people with the most power over where our money and stuff
I hate
goes
that guy.
are incentivized to make that stuff worse and more expensive and not work for us. But BlackRock didn't create this system, they just used it to their advantage. And I think we deserve a better one where the people who create the wealth have a say in where it goes. Thanks for watching the classroom
I do too, honestly. Man.
where controlling the world is have a say in where it goes. Thanks for watching the classroom where controlling the world is important to us. Send us your next favorite conspiracy.
Man, that shit is weird. And of course, I mean, they have to have every ounce of power possible. Like they can't deal with a little bit getting taken away from them. Like, any sort of regulation, nope, nope, nope. They're freaking out, bro. They're freaking out. This is going to be another conspiratorial type video. It says the mirror principle. And I don't exactly know what that is. Hold on. Let's look it up. What is the mirror principle? It says the mirror principle, which is the concept that the concept in which your external reality, your relationships, your experiences, and environment acts as a reflection of your internal state. It says it's popularized across psychology, leadership, and personal development. And it states that to change your life or circumstances, you must first change your thoughts, your beliefs, and behaviors. I want to tell you guys something. That is witchcraft. And I'll explain why. Because within the concept of occultism, within the concepts of these kind of manipulations to our natural reality, nothing can be affected in a way that it's not able to be affected by some law of nature. And a lot of times when it comes to like one person casting a spell on another, if that person does not believe it, it does not work. But if they believe it, it works. And there's tons of stories that I've looked at and that we've heard about where somebody is cursed and they believe it and it causes them to get sick, to get ill, to have problems, to whatever. Your beliefs form your reality. Your beliefs form your life. They form everything. They form how you act. They form if you believe you can make it or not. So it's really important to look at this, and that's what they're talking about here.
This reality works much like a mirror. When you look at your external world, it is merely a reflection of your internal state. And this is the knowledge that they don't teach us. Because understanding these principles will completely change the way that you approach reality and allow you to create whatever you want in this life. This hidden knowledge has been passed down by the elites, by the 1% in secret, because if the mainstream knew these principles, those in power would quickly lose control. Because once you learn and master the mirror principle, reality will have no choice but to reflect your commands. But the question that you must ask yourself first isn't what you want to manifest. The real question is, what are you capable of holding? Hey there,
Yeah.
I'm Nate. If you've landed here, it's no accident, it's a synchronicity.
Hey,
You are
Nate.
here because you are ready to receive this coded information. And if you don't know me already, I'm a
I don't know about
metaphysics
that.
student, and I'm building this channel
Metaphysics.
to
So here's something else I want to say. Sorry to interrupt you, Nate, but there's this concept as well that like your vessel, the person that you are as a human, will not be able to take on certain levels of success or blessing or any kind of like receiving gifts from this universe, this world, this reality until the vessel itself is built up enough to contain those things and those achievements. So that's another kind of like offshoot of this kind of idea that we could look at as well. But let's continue.
explore the concepts. You know me already, I'm a metaphysics student, and I'm building this channel to explore the concepts that have helped me to shift into my dream reality and escape my 9-to-5 corporate life. I was
Wow.
able to quit my job and start making a living doing what I love, working on my passions, while still being supported and provided for by the universe in return. I'm glad.
Speaking of which, don't mean to cut him off again, but I just want to give a little brief intermission here to let you guys know what's up. My name is Moth. Um, I aspire to be a streamer. I aspire to be a content creator. I don't want to be like Logan Paul. I don't want to be like KSI. I don't want to be like any of those stupid idiots. But I just want to be a real person. I want to show up and talk to you guys about things that interest me, my opinions and beliefs. And I want to hear y'all's as well. So just a little bit about me to let you guys know my intentions and what I'm up to, seeing as this guy was like kind of bringing it up too. And I aspire to do it full time. I aspire to be able to live my life and not have to focus as much on putting money in someone else's pocket that does not give a shit about me versus like being able to work on what I care about and still benefit society and everybody as a whole, the little bit that I can or with whoever I can reach. And yeah, I'm not a rich guy, I'm not a wealthy guy, I'm not a famous guy, but I'm gonna make something.
Glad that you're here, and I'm excited to share with you this video because it's going to the universe in return. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm excited to share with you this video because it's going to change your lens on reality. First of all, reality is just a projection. All is mind. So what is the mirror principle?
All is mind. Holy
Put
shit.
simply, the mirror principle states that external reality acts as a mirror, I'm sure you can probably guess that, which reflects our internal world. But this is because reality is just a projection of the mind. So all is mind is one of the Hermetic principles that tells us that physical reality first starts within the mind. But not just your conscious thinking mind, but the mind with capital T, capital M, which is the infinite mind that we are all connected to.
The hive mind.
This is the field of possibility, the quantum field, or the universe, the divine, God, whatever label you want to put
Cosmic
on it. The physical
entities,
plane that
beings.
we are perceiving, that we've been taught as the absolute truth,
I like this guy's salt lamp.
is simply a 3D rendering of a much larger experience.
It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind, and it gets you focused in just 5 minutes using science.
Absolute truth is simply a 3D rendering of a much larger experience. So we are not just these physical bodies. In fact, these physical bodies and the material world that we're familiar with is just the end result of a much larger process of creation. And I talk about this in all of my videos.
I want to tell you guys something that you may have heard before. I feel like a lot of you guys have probably heard about the story that I've seen on the internet of the man who had put a bunch of fleas in a jar. And whenever he would leave the lid on that jar, the fleas would jump in the jar and they would hit the top of the lid. And he would do this for such a long period of time that he got to a point where these fleas were conditioned to be able to have the lid off the jar and only jump as high as the jar would let them, even without it there, because they in their mind believe that no matter what, they can't escape that jar at that point. And I believe that to a flea's mind, they've been basically hypnotized. They've been basically condensed into this one little reality where they can't escape this fucking jar. Well, dude, you're the flea. You're the flea if you're holding yourself back. You're the flea if you believe you can't do it. You're the flea if a bunch of people said fucked up shit to you and you take all that fucked up shit and you tell yourself that over and over again every single day. You're the flea and you have led yourself into the indoctrination that those beliefs and that mindset and that reality in your brain like can be constructed by. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Crazy big shit hurts my head, but
of a much larger process of creation, and I talk about this in all of my videos. But essentially, this is the effect, and in order to change that effect, we first need to change the cause, which starts in our mind, in the mental realm. So what is the 3D plane? In practical terms, the
existence,
material world is
physical
just
reality.
a very particular set of frequencies that travel through our retina, right, in the form of light or information.
Here's something that I heard about the other day, just talking about how basically everything in our physical reality is all made up of atoms and the same type of matter that is being put out as pretty much a hologram that can be put together to obviously, there's electricity and other things too that flow through electronics and all of that shit, but it's all just not real. It's all just the same shit put together in different ways and put through different things to create these physical objects in this physical reality that we perceive. And I think that there is some truth to that. I'm not saying that that's 100%, and I maybe don't articulate it the best, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying by that.
That travel through our retina, right, in the form of light or information.
In our perception.
And that light reflects off the particles around us, which is nothing more than just, particles that have condensed into a certain state of matter. And
right.
That's what creates the mental image of the 3D plane. But of course, we're not seeing the entirety, we're only seeing a small sliver, less than 1%. And how we perceive that information is dependent on the lens through which we have built about the world. And this is shaped through our thought forms, our belief systems, and our identity. So essentially, that's our state of being. When you're in a particular state, the data that passes through our lens is filtered to support the beliefs that you hold about the world. So since reality is just the rendered end result of what you've been doing internally, like what you've been doing in your mental and spiritual realm, you don't get what you want in this world. You get what you are. Einstein says, match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality.
That's what I was talking about with preparing your own physical body and mind and spirit to be able to hold it all, making your vessel enough to hold what you are perceiving to be what you are supposed to have, believing that. Wow, believing in yourself, man. That's why they say your thoughts in your mind are really so powerful and you can do anything that you believe, anything you set your mind to. That's not setting your mind to it as a goal. Maybe that's setting your mind to it like a radio channel. You know what I'm saying? If you set your mind to a frequency where it's hate and sadness and negativity and all this stuff that's painful, that's what channel you're tuned into. You don't tune a radio to be what you want. You tune the radio to listen and receive back what you're anticipating to get. You know what I'm saying? It's you don't, I mean, I know you set a station because you prefer a particular station, but you're putting out and tuning yourself. You're the radio, and the frequency that's picked up is just based on what channel you are set to. That's a weird way to think about it, but
and you cannot help but get that reality. Here's a simple analogy that might help explain what I mean a little bit better. Let's say that there was a party and there's a group of people that are playing board games or doing something in the living room and they're having a great time. But the host of this party is in the belief that they are having to clean up after everyone, and because of this they're super stressed, they're agitated, they're maybe even a little bit resentful to everyone else because they're over there just having fun, meanwhile they're in the kitchen cleaning up. And because this is their state of being, even if someone came into the kitchen and offered to help, the person who's hosting, out of kind of anger, might have just responded with something quickly like, no, it's fine, or I got it,
Yeah, being in their head.
Or if someone came in and even started cleaning up, without asking, they probably wouldn't even notice the host who was in that lower state of being, because that data gets filtered out. and they're only seeing evidence that supports their beliefs about having to do
The
all the work
negativity, yep.
while everyone else enjoys themselves. So they keep perpetuating that state. Whereas if this person was just in a different frequency, a different state of being, and held a different belief system about the circumstances around them, they would perceive the entire situation differently. They would be in a completely different reality. I know this is a really silly example, but
No, I think that makes a whole lot of sense. I don't think that's a weird example. I think that each thought that we layer into our minds about any specific situation that we're in, about any place that we're at or any situation that we're in our lives, every thought almost acts like a brick that you build the foundation, the walls, and the environment around yourself as to like what it even is. So your negative thoughts about things is going to brick by brick by brick create this negative surrounding that you are in. I think that's really crazy.
differently. They would be in around them. They would perceive the entire situation differently. They would be in a completely different reality. I know this is a really silly example, but it shows how our state of being, it directly determines how we perceive the data around us, because that's all that.
This is how I made this hoodie with a print and a tag
I
in under
fucking
30
hate this
seconds.
bullshit.
Just pick a blank, drop your design, and place it exactly where you want it. Then add.
It directly determines how we perceive the data around us, because that's all that the world is just data that we're perceiving and choosing how we want to experience it. That's what will get reflected back to us. So it's the same chain of events, but how we perceive and respond to them is the difference between how that outcome is going to play out. So when it comes to the mirror principle, it's about understanding that if you want to change your life, if you don't like what you're seeing in your mirror, you must change first your internal state, which is the cause of reality. And
I just want to say something, guys. I know I keep pausing it and cutting this dude off, but when he was talking about all of this being, the universe, God, the divine, whatever, it's all these things. In the Bible, it talks about if you really believe in your heart, this is the case, essentially. Even within like Aleister Crowley, whole other side of the spectrum, Anton LaVey, people like that. The belief that with magic, with a CK, for example, you have to believe these things, and whatever you make for yourself, it's there too. It's the same kind of concept. It's the same kind of thing. It's so crazy, but this is just a concept and a mindset that has been true, I think, for a very long time, and has been talked about in many different ways over time by different sects and people that believe differently, but are still acknowledging this fact in the reality that we live in.
first your internal state, which is the cause of reality. And then reality will respond. That's the effect. The problem is that we're trying to force reality to change through action alone, and then we think that we'll feel better afterwards. That's like trying to change your reflection by drawing on it with a marker or covering it up or just getting a newer, fancier mirror, thinking that that will somehow change what the
stupid.
reflection is. But what the elites were taught from birth is that in order to change the reflection, you have to change what's being reflected, right? So that's your inner world, not your external world. My second point is the law of cause and effect, because you get what you are in this reality. That's the main thing that you need to understand when it comes to applying the mirror principle. And the 3D world is just the effect of the cause, just like I mentioned before. But that first started in your mental world. So what you've been thinking about and feeling most of the time, that's what gets reflected out and renders into our physical experience. That's what influences the matter around us. And a very common mentality that we have as a collective is money. We're taught that getting money requires us to work hard, to hustle and grind. And in this belief, we think that achieving financial success is hard. We think that people who have money are bad people. And this belief system just creates more and more scarcity.
Okay, couple things I want to say. Not all people with money are bad people. Sorry, I paused on your face like that, Nate. But there are a lot of bad people that use their money to get whatever they want. And as far as like being bad, that's like a moral concept. And I don't think there's much that's going to change the truth about how a majority of people conduct that kind of brain thinking mindset kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad to hurt kids, it's bad to hurt the innocent, it's bad to hurt women, it's bad to hurt animals. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth. There's so many elites and that, like, the people that he's talking about, that do have this kind of mindset, and I believe that they do use it for very, very evil purposes. But as somebody who looks a lot into theology and occultism and different forms of like this kind of stuff, I'm not saying I'm like a practicer of these things, but I'm an understander of these kind of things. It definitely is a true fact, like what he's talking about with these concepts of like morphing your reality. But I think like the intention behind the reasoning and what you're trying to attain, or like what you convince yourself you are, can be of like darkness or it can be of light. And I think that people can choose. And I don't think that necessarily dictates the success that you can have. As we can tell, because there's a lot of really terrible people that do have a lot of wealth, and there's also a lot of terrible people that don't, and vice versa. There's a lot of really good people that do and don't. But like he said, the same way that we were taught from a young age about like Christopher Columbus and bears hibernating for whatever and blah 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 blah, all these different things that we had put in our heads, by the way, probably fed to us through the books and through the things that they showed us in school that was planned out by the people that run all the shit that this guy's talking about, the elites, whatever. They are taught almost occultism. It's occultism, guys. It's fucking weird, but they're taught magic. They are taught the power of, I mean, it's not just occultism. It can be looked at as meditation. It can be looked at as prayer. It can be looked at as manifestation. It can be looked at as a lot of different things. But basically, perception equals reality. Belief equals self. Belief equals what is happening. And man, it's some intense stuff.
Bad people, and this belief system just creates more and more scarcity because we don't have the capacity to hold money. And that's the way that we keep showing up. That's what's going to be reflected back to us. We're never going to be able to actually receive money. That's one example. Reality doesn't care if you're nice. It only reflects what you hold internally. So when we have core beliefs that you aren't worthy of receiving money or love, or that all wealthy people are bad, that we're the victims of our circumstances, that we're broke, struggling, starving, all of these beliefs about who we are will be reflected right back to us.
I've got to get YouTube Premium.
Let's
It's
talk a
fucking
little bit
$20 a
about
week though,
what
guys.
is
It's fucking,
the
oh my God.
FLFP
It's so
service.
aggravating.
Meanwhile, the wealthy people who understand these principles, they have money because they understand that it's just a form of energy. And they have a story that they're able to receive money, which shapes their lens on the world, which causes them to naturally behave in a way that would put them into a position to receive money.
Yeah.
The universe is essentially like, okay, what do you want? And you're like, well, I think I'm not good enough. So that's all I'm allowed to hold. Yeah, I think that I'm broke and, you know, the world is against me, and the universe is like, okay, cool, coming right up. Like, it doesn't care if you're nice, good, bad, it will give you whatever you believe as true. So it doesn't matter how much of a nice person you are. If you hold the beliefs that you're constantly fighting battles, you will keep getting more of that. This is why so many good people struggle, because they deep down, they believe they have to struggle. They believe that they can't have money, that having money is somehow a bad thing, or finding love is somehow hard. These are all just the beliefs that we have. But the moment that you flip the script and start believing, not just thinking, but believing that you are inherently good enough, that you can attract abundance, health, love, whatever it is, that's when you will start perceiving that. But the truth is that it's been there all along. You just have been blind to it. So flipping the script, you start doing that when you dig down to the root of the beliefs that you hold and you rewrite the story. Naturally, this will open up your perceptions, and you will start looking for evidence that supports that new story versus the old one that you've just been perpetuating. You'll find that these new opportunities that you've been looking for will just start showing up. They'll become clear. You'll feel a spark of inspiration and intuition, and you'll start saying yes. That's when you know that you are rewriting that story. And in order to do this, you need to become conscious of the stories that have brought you to where you are now, and decide if that you need to become conscious. That's when you know that you are rewriting that story. And in order to do this, you need to become conscious of the stories that have brought you to where you are now. And decide if that story really serves you. Does it support you? Where did it come from? Is it true, right? So changing your internal world, this is the last part of this video, about becoming conscious. Because in order to actually start doing this, you need to start focusing on and prioritizing your internal state above all else. This doesn't mean just like don't take action, just like sit on the couch and visualize all day and just internally think about it. That's not what we mean here. This means changing your state of being to reflect the external experience and the emotions that you want to feel, which will then cause you to naturally feel drawn to make that happen. Because from this place, you feel the drive to move towards that reality. You get sparks of creative inspiration. You get these ideas, these next steps, and all of a sudden opportunities show up and you will stop having to force it to happen. It will just land in your lap and you're like, oh, okay, cool. This is what I've been looking for. So start taking the inspired action, because once you enter that flow into the field of possibility, by taking that aligned action, by listening to your inspiration and letting go of the old programs that have kept you in that same cycle, suddenly opportunities are right in front of you. Follow those threads, because your intuition, that's your future self guiding you to where you need to be to make it happen. The other thing is to...
So listen, guys, I'm not somebody that's going to sit here and say that just because you believe in something that things are going to fall into your lap. Obviously, you do have to take action, but you have to truly believe in yourself and that you are worth what you believe you are worth and what you want. You get what I'm saying? Like, you deserve what you are. You deserve safety. You deserve hope. You deserve security. You deserve to be financially stable. You don't deserve whatever everybody else has convinced you deserve. It's just not the truth. You've been indoctrinated. I've been indoctrinated. I've been brainwashed into these beliefs too. It's not just y'all, but like seriously.
Future self guiding you to where you need to be to make it happen. The other thing is to stop approaching it with force. So you need to stop trying to create from force and hustle and just like grinding
culture.
it out and like work and like neglecting yourself in the process, trying to like fit an object that doesn't fit into the slot, just like trying to force it through, you know? This is what leads to burnout and feeling unfulfilled. And instead, you need to learn how to tune in with what you actually want. This will make the process easy and aligned so you can clear the channel to receive insight from Creator, to allow the divine to flow through you to unfold that experience. And lastly, practicing patience. Because learning to be patient and trust the process, this is the piece where most people will get stuck. And this is the most important piece, because you need to stick with it long enough to actually see external reality reflect it back to you. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some reps, and it can be as quick or as slow as you're willing to shift. At the end of the day, it's not gonna be instantaneous. You can't sit down and meditate once and change your state. Like, you could do the best meditation in the world, sit down, be like in the flow, in the state, but then you go back to your old state of being as soon as you get up and you just start walking around back as that old self. The purpose of that meditation was to bring you into that frequency of already having. So you're no longer searching. That's when it will reflect back to you. That's when you change what's being reflected, and that's when things will truly begin to shift. So if you've enjoyed this video and found value in the information provided, a simple thumbs up and a comment below would really help support my work. And if you feel called to join the newly forming family here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as I post.
Pretty good video, Nate. The very interesting very interesting ideas and mindsets and concepts. Now, the reason I say that these things are true is not because just this dude is saying it. It's because through my time of looking into all forms of belief and really old ways of doing things, anywhere from like the Bible to Buddhism to like Kabbalah, Jewish stuff, whatever. There is this idea, even like witchcraft, Wiccanism or Wicca, whatever the fuck, Satanism, any sort of occult, anything. And the Bible's a cult too, trust me. It's all there, guys. This is an idea that is in everything, and I believe that it's true. You have to learn to believe in yourself and not let yourself constantly put yourself down, constantly be telling yourself you can't make it, you're not worth it, you're not good enough, you're not a good person, you're not worthy, you're not this, you're not that. It's damaging your ability to feel like you can contain what you're trying to achieve in your life. But I also believe that through this, you learn to not be seeking it to achieve it, but you learn contentness and you just know you're getting it. You're going to do it. And that doesn't mean 4 a.m., wake up, bust your ass, grind, 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 make it work, make it work, make it work. But that also doesn't mean don't do anything. It is a balance, it is a structure, it's patience and effort, and also not trying to put too much effort and not trying to put too much into it all at once. It's very, very like mind-boggling concepts, and you really just need to ponder on it. So think about it, see what hits you. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this video inspired you, made you feel a certain way. Let me know if you guys disagree. Let me know whatever down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. And I want you guys to remember to smile and be happy. You deserve it. And I will see you guys in the next one that I make. Peace out, everybody. All right, stream. We got 2 more things to check out today. So I doom scrolled for 30 seconds on YouTube today, and I found this video called Cops Break into the Wrong House During an Eviction. And I thought it was crazy. It really tugged at my heartstrings. It really messed me up a little bit. So I wanted to talk about it some today. We're going to look at this video together of these people that couldn't fucking read and messed up this lady's door and fucked their whole shit up for a day.
Hello, we're here to finalize the eviction. Oh, damn, I think it's that one, isn't it? Shit. We have the wrong house.
Look what you did!
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. My dogs are inside.
Not a big deal.
I want like an apology.
Okay.
We're offering a huge apology.
Does this guy not? The dogs are inside. You lock this lady out. They got to be fed. They got to be watered. They got to be took out, bro. What do you fucking mean? Okay.
What's that?
It's inside.
Pasco, Florida.
Bro, they moved nothing.
It's locked.
Yeah,
I wonder why they
Officers in
moved nothing.
Pasco County, Florida are arriving to serve a routine eviction notice. The target is house 17047, but the officers are approaching 17043. With barking dogs echoing from both properties, a critical oversight is about to set off a bizarre chain of events.
Think they're inside?
Feeling.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay? I picked up the car a few months ago, and watch this.
He's just drilling away. Doesn't give a shit.
Feeling.
Think they come to the door with the drilling the locks out.
Where's the dog now?
Open up the door, because we're coming in.
For several minutes, the drill whines against the lock of an innocent woman's home. The officers stand watch, entirely
These guys are
unaware of a
idiots.
massive mistake unfolding right under their noses.
Hello? We're here to finalize the eviction.
It was posted a week ago.
It was posted last week. Yes, ma'am. What is your name?
My name is Jennifer, and that is my house.
Jennifer, what's your last name, Jennifer?
Hey. Is this 47 or 43?
Oh, damn, I think it's that one, isn't it?
Is this 47?
Oh my god.
This is 47.
This is 4-3. Huh? This is 4-3. Shit.
The officers finally check the
They are so stupid. That shit gets my blood boiling. It gets my fucking blood just shooting up. I don't know. It just aggravates the hell out of me. I can't. I've been in a situation kind of similar to this. Like, well, okay, not me, but my neighbor who was my very good friend. And I was watching his house at the time, his apartment, sorry. went through something very similar to this, and it's very, very, very infuriating to think about this situation. When the numbers are right the fuck there, like, what is wrong with these dumbasses?
3. Huh? This is 4-3.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
The officers finally check the house numbers and the sinking realization sets in. They are breaking into the wrong home. Now, the question is, what happens when the homeowner arrives?
Hey, we do apologize. We have the wrong house. It's the next door neighbors. What we're going to have to do is they're going to have to repair their locks. I don't know how. 15, okay, we'll be here. Do you have anything that can fix our locks?
Yes, sir.
I'll have to put in a work order, have somebody come out with that stuff. I don't figure that stuff.
All right, we'll wait for you.
Shit. I should have checked the...
I know, yeah. Well, that happens. It's a mistake. At least they got to repair it.
No, bro. It doesn't just happen. That's not just a mistake. The fucking numbers are up there. These people are just idiots.
Happens. It's a mistake. At least they
Clear
got to
as
repair
day.
it. We didn't break it.
Is it one of their houses too?
No. But I'm just saying, we're not the ones that forced entry. But he even said I should have looked at the number. Well, we all messed up on that.
Why did they never look at it?
It happens, man.
Yeah, maybe I ought to tell storage just in case this lady complains.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and call him real quick?
Yeah.
Realizing the sheer scale of their blunder, the officers step away and make a tense phone call to their supervisor. He has to confess that 3 different professionals somehow failed to verify a simple house number.
Hey, how you doing?
That's amazing.
How are you doing?
All right. Hey, we're doing an eviction. Somehow Troy got the wrong number. Nobody came to the door, and there was a locksmith, so he started drilling the lock. But the lady...
He said nobody came to the door and it was a locksmith. When they literally passed the big ass numbers on the top, every fucking house everywhere has numbers on it telling you what it is. It is 100% their fault, and they should be like really, really, really upset with themselves for doing this.
Wrong number. Nobody came to the door, and there was a locksmith, so he started drilling.
It's just a bunch of fucking monkeys with a fucking dumb banana head mindset that doesn't know how to fucking do anything. Like, given a fucking power drill and a couple of badges, and they show up and they're like, oh, just breaking into people's fucking houses when they don't know what's going on.
Somehow Troy got the wrong number. Nobody came to the door, and there was a locksmith, so he started drilling the lock. But the lady had a Ring camera. Said, hey, what are you doing there? And I explained it. She says, I don't know anything about an eviction. They all say that. But I guess Troy got the number wrong on the house. Guy that manages the houses is going to just replace the lock. She seems cool with it. She said, okay, just, shit happens. But
she did not fucking say that. She did not say she was cool with it. They did not read the shit. Oh my god, I cannot believe like the level of nonchalant, just like tee-hee about these fucking cops.
Replace the lock. She seems cool with it. She said, okay, just,
she seemed very upset. I would be too.
We're doing the eviction on the real house now.
Let me make sure I hear what you're saying. We posted an eviction.
Right.
We posted a notice on a location. Today, we show up with the property manager. The property manager calls for a locksmith. The locksmith drills it out. I'm just confused as how we entered the wrong location and all that.
I thought when we pulled up right in front of the house and, got out of the car. And Troy said, yeah, this is it. So we went up to the door and knocked on it like normal. It's an oversight.
No need to double check.
Because all 3 of us didn't notice that.
That's what I'm saying. You, Troy, and the property manager or the homeowner didn't know that was the wrong place. That's confusing.
Well, it is a little confusing. But
listen, I get it. We're human. We make mistakes. I'm just trying to figure out how.
That's a big mistake, though.
Well, we all made a mistake.
They're all saying that. We all made a mistake. We're all human. Bro, y'all literally are not being human. Y'all are being arrogant. I mean, I guess that's part of a human nature kind of thing, but like not everybody just shows up to a serious situation being this like having their head up each other's asses, being this dumb not to even check the fucking number. I think 99% of people, especially if they're a professional that does this regularly, would know to check the number to make sure. And I hope this guy I hope he's fired, honestly, not the cop. Maybe the cop too, but the other guy, the dude drilling the shit, I hope he gets fired because he should have never fucking done that without looking. That is so dumb. When they pulled up, they didn't say, oh yeah, this is it. They said, is this it? Passed the numbers, didn't even fucking take a second glance. They're stupid as hell for this. My bad, Joe.
Trying to figure out I'm trying to wrap my head around that one.
Well, we all made a mistake. I hear you. I hear you.
All at once.
But,
you know what I mean? I mean, if I went up and posted a sticker on the wrong house, I get it. If I went back the next day and it was still wrong, I get it. But then for the freaking landlord to say, yep, this is it, then it's not.
yeah, well, that's what happened, because...
I guess that's where I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because, I mean, we make mistakes all the time. That shit happens. We don't like to make them, but we do.
Just two brain cells between the three of them, just like rubbing together, barely making a fucking noise, not even making a spark. Nothing's turning in there.
Right, but that's what happened. And...
time that shit happens. We don't like to make them, but we do.
Right, but that's what happened, and you know, I guess they manage a lot of houses. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, yeah, just letting you know, everything's good. No.
Maybe they shouldn't.
No problem. So.
Okay.
I guess the guys got plenty of locks.
Good. Sounds good. Yeah. Thanks, brother.
All right, no problem. Bye. He's cool.
The rightful homeowner finally pulls up and she is justifiably furious. Finding police in a locksmith actively destroying her door, she immediately demands answers.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, so it was an accident.
Numbers right there.
I understand it was an accident. Whose responsibility is it to read those numbers?
It was all of ours.
Okay, and what company are you from?
Invitation Homes.
And what company is that? Is that HOA? Is that a mortgage company?
It's a renter company.
Okay, do you have a card?
I don't have a card.
Okay.
We're replacing the lock now, so we're going to get you a new lock. We didn't touch the bottom.
I need multiple keys because I need keys for every single person that needs to have a key.
I don't know how many it comes with, but...
Stream the ads. This looks like a cool game, actually.
Do you hear that? There's 3 dogs in there that I can't get to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Who do I need to take this?
Bro, this fucking cop is full of shit. I get so mad hearing, like, she is furious, and she totally should be, but the not caringness in this situation when it's obviously a giant mistake on their part, it's not like this is a common situation. This is pretty nuts. Like, they should be very much more apologetic and actually having like a caring fucking tone about them. Like, what the fuck? Like, these people are not customer service reps, but they serve the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck do they not have any amount of like remorse or actual like give back in their fucking tone or their attitudes about anything?
Up with. I have dogs in there that I can't get to. Do you understand? Who do I need to take this up with? I am shaking right now because I'm so incredibly upset.
Ma'am, it was an accident.
And I understand that, but what you did?
It wasn't it's not a big deal.
What do you mean it's not a big deal, bro? I have fucking dogs. You lock me out of the fucking house with my fucking dogs inside of it? One, I have a German Shepherd. He's gonna freak the fuck out. He's gonna lose his fucking mind. 2, they're gonna pee on themselves, shit on themselves, or shit and piss on everything else in the fucking house because they are dogs. They need to be taken out, or they're gonna hold it until they're about to explode. They have to be fed. They have to be watered. What is she supposed to do? Bust down her fucking door, climb in her fucking window, and she can't even unlock the locks. The locks are fucked up. The disruption that happened in this woman's life and the amount of not give a fuck that these people have in their attitudes and the way that they carry themselves is very fucking irritating. I 100% see why this woman is losing her mind. I'd be more mad. Fuck it.
And I understand that, but look what you did.
It's not a big deal.
Especially with that fucking attitude, I'd be pissed.
We didn't go in.
We didn't go inside your house.
You fucking idiot. It's not about you going inside. It's about you fucking up this lady's ability to take care of her fucking animals. It's like having a kid that's fuzzy and doesn't fucking speak English inside the house. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really mad about this situation. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm so pissed about this fucking lady going through this shit and just seeing somebody else go through it. And it's not just that. Like, accidents do happen, shit happens, whatever, but they should be so fucking different about what they just did to this poor lady, bro, and her animals. I would be losing my fucking mind. I'd be freaking my shit out. Oh my god.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big
deal. My dogs are inside.
Okay. We didn't go in.
You dumbass.
Inside your house.
We're replacing it.
He's gonna replace the lock.
This is the sheriff.
You got your video running? Run it. Why can't
Bro, get your video running. Yes. I mean, they should have their video running, but they're acting like they gotta protect themselves from this lady. But like, And the sheriff comes up and they fucking say 3 words to her, and then they walk off and fucking mumbling to each other and kissing each other's fucking ears about this shit instead of actually trying to fucking do something to be helpful, just pacing and shit. Bro, if I was a cop and I was in this situation, or I was this fucking locksmith, I would go out of my own pocket and I would buy as many locks as this lady needs, and I would at least give her the money to go get replacement keys. I feel like that's point blank period the only way they can make this shit better and show that they're really sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
We're replacing it.
He's going to replace the lock.
You got your video running? Run it. Why can't you use this? Why can't you go through here? No, we didn't do anything. We drilled the little holes on the side of it, but it's still good. We didn't get in.
I want something. I want something.
What do you mean you want something? I don't
You
know
want
what that
this shit
means.
fixed? What do you mean?
I want like an apology.
We're offering a huge apology.
I'm sorry, man. There was I think you did mess up that line.
I did it? All right.
Yeah.
Yep, you fucked up, bitch.
Through my back door. I don't think I locked it when I left. You want me to climb the fence?
Yeah. It was an honest mistake, and we do apologize. It's
My number's on the house.
Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right. It is on the house. Sorry, man.
And I totally get that it was a mistake, but I hope that you guys see it from a homeowner's
Oh, I
perspective.
do.
That is
They
totally
don't.
caught up on everything. And when
They
I
don't.
have my Ring camera going off and I see a drilling
Yeah, we were
at my
trying to
door,
make contact with you, and that probably would have solved everything, but that's the lady.
Oh my god. They fucking talked to her through the Ring door camera. It would have solved everything. They're blaming it on her. They say if we could have contacted you. This lady had nothing to do with the situation. This dude, this sheriff guy that showed up, he's barely sounded like he's understood and tried to be apologetic. But then he's saying if we could have talked to you, like these 3 fucking dingleberry dumbass heads walking around trying to read like they just avoided reading the fucking number. They never looked, they never cared. It's like they used the GPS, turned in the wrong place, and then just walked up to a house and started drilling away without even looking at the numbers that they passed to get to the fucking lock.
Contact with you, and that probably would have solved everything, but that's the lady. You know her?
yes.
And she had a dog too, and that's what threw us off, because she had a dog we heard barking, and then we heard your dog barking. I think that's what threw us off. Perfect.
That company,
Oh, it's her dog's
that
fault
truck that
now.
just drove by, is that your company, Invitation Homes? Yes.
And just to let you know, ma'am, it's not just his fault. It was all of our faults.
Bro, I would every fucking body involved in this shit, in the police, in the fucking homeowner, whatever the fuck these dudes are, all of them people should get fucked over for this shit. Like they fucked up bad.
And just to let you know, ma'am, it's not just his
Idiots.
fault. It was all of our faults. We were all at fault.
Everybody's a dumbass here.
Your fault too.
They're drilling at my house.
Caught on their own body cams, the officers have no choice but to stand by while the locksmith replaces the ruined deadbolt. It's a costly mistake and a stark reminder of how quickly a simple oversight can escalate.
All right, cool.
Once we get everything settled over there, I don't know how long you guys.
Well, I'm gonna stay until you change the locks. Yeah, I don't want to leave you here by yourself. Yeah. Plus, I want to keep my body camera rolling just in case anything is said, or you know what I mean.
What do you mean it's said? What do you mean, bro? They should be chewed out to high heavens over this shit. Like they should never hear the end of it. That is a dumb mistake. Terrible thing to put this lady through.
Please like and subscribe for more videos.
Man, bro. Anyway, I want to know how you guys would react in this situation, honestly. I want to know if you guys would freak out as much as this lady did, if you guys would go harder. Bro, I'd probably go harder, honestly. I would have not been able to let up in this situation. I wouldn't have been, like, volatile or threatening them in, like, a physical way or nothing. But, nah, y'all are dumb all the way to the bone, bro. Y'all are dumb to the fucking brainstem. Like, y'all are fucking messed up in the brain, dude. I cannot believe the level of mistake that happened here. Like, I would expect it's the first day of all of these guys on their fucking jobs with the situation that happened. But let me know what you guys think. This is fucking crazy. And I hope this lady got what she deserved back from these people interrupting her life. But yeah, even if this shit happens to you, don't forget to smile and be happy. Don't forget to, not keep that frowny face out. Don't keep that frowny face on. You know what I mean? But I'll catch you guys in the next video I make. And I hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, stream. We got one more video to cover. So apparently this might be the most unhinged meltdown that is on body cam footage. Apparently this guy really loses his mind, really flips his lid, really busts his fucking bubble, really, you know, what all the other terms that mean exactly what I'm trying to say here. But we're gonna take a look at this dude having a panic attack, having a meltdown, having a outburst. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're gonna see here, but I've seen this around the internet. So let's go ahead and hop into this shit and see what happens.
I'd like to rip
Oh.
the side of your face off and eat it.
Oh, and he went fucking Smeagol then bath salt zombie. Oh my god! In the same sentence, he flipped that. Oh my god, bro. Okay, this is already getting kind of nuts, and it just started. It's literally like 5 seconds in.
I'd like to rip the side of your face off and eat it.
This is not the aftermath of a violent crime, but a simple trespassing complaint that spiraled out of control when one man unleashed such extreme rage that it tested the patience of everyone involved, turning it into a case no one saw coming.
This dude's sipping the kooky juice for sure.
Tested the patience of everyone involved, turning it into a case no one saw coming.
Ooh. You're gonna hurt yourself doing that, Jim.
It began on the afternoon of November 1st, 2024, when an employee at an HVAC solutions company in Sparta, Wisconsin, called the Monroe County Communications Center to report that a former employee was on the property and needed to be trespassed and removed. While the 56-year-old man reportedly appeared to be talking to himself and was not actively threatening anyone at the moment, the caller informed dispatchers that he had made threats towards staff in the past and had also posted threatening statements online. By 2 p.m., as Sparta police officers headed toward the company property, they had no idea they were about to confront an extremely aggressive and violent man.
This guy reminds me of my dad, not gonna lie, not gonna lie, not gonna lie.
Hey, come here for a second. How you doing, brother? Good, how are you? Can I take a picture of you, my man? I don't care. Yeah, cause step up.
My bad, stream.
Good, how are you? Can I take a picture of you, my man? I don't care. Yeah, cause step up.
I'm sorry about being a ass neighbor when you were over there.
What's that?
I'm glad you're here. Come on over. I got great news for you.
Just come over here.
All right, yeah, I need a spot in sunglasses. Okay, I'll take a pic of you?
I don't care.
All right, awesome. I appreciate that, my man.
What's going on?
I always loved your kids. They were such cool little Hope you got to enjoy them. All right, here, first, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
All right, man. All right, I'm sorry we didn't get to connect when we were neighbors and shit like that.
Ooh, they know each other.
These motherfuckers got the door. They got the balls to lock the doors on me. Let me tell you a little story, buddy. So I busted my fucking ass. I was let me
here,
go back
right?
a little further. Huh? Yeah.
Here, yeah.
I've been here I was here for about 9 months. I quit on Monday. Asked for divorce on Tuesday.
From
Went through
This is the fake ad you see everywhere, right? But this is Ebony, a real game. Now I know what you're thinking. Aren't they exactly the same? No, because Ebony is the real number gate runner game. Gotta try it, huh?
Stop.
Nobody ever believes me, but this really is just like the
hell for the Monday. Asked for divorce on Tuesday.
Like legitimate divorce, though. I have a question about all of that. Is he talking about separating from the company, or like he quit his job, then divorced, then whatever? Like literal fucking speed running a whole entire nuclear explosion of your own life, I guess.
Yeah, I've been here I was here for about 9 months. I quit on Monday. Asked for divorce on Tuesday. Went through hell for the third time on, I believe it was Thursday. Okay. We'll get to that.
Went through hell.
Anyway, there's really good news. I'm gonna request everybody get together for a little impromptu meeting, and I'd love it if you came in and listened. I'm gonna ask these guys for permission if they'll open the door. I busted my ass in this place, and these useless motherfuckers won't let me in.
What do you need to get in there for?
I want to talk to them.
About what?
About the great opportunity that has been brought to them today, that they will blow their goddamn brains out themselves willingly in 3 hours if they don't hear this message, and I go tell somebody else first.
What are you talking about, bro? That's crazy. Whoa.
I'm lying not one iota.
While the officer was still reaching the location, the man reportedly attempted to enter the business through the employee entrance. When he was unable to get inside, he became increasingly aggressive, yanking harder on the door and yelling at staff members through a nearby window. He then began walking toward the front of the building, where the public entrance was located, just as the first officer arrived on scene.
Well, I don't believe that they're going to let you into the building.
Really?
Yeah.
After what I've done for these
After what he's done for these people? I feel like this dude's loosened his head a little bit. He's lost a couple of screws. He's a couple cards short. He's something's up here.
Don't believe that they're going to let you into the building.
Really?
Yeah.
After what I've done for these people? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds
like... That is very, very disgusting. That is very disgusting.
I'm assuming you drove your bike here?
But you quit.
Yeah. Write me a goddamn ticket. You see that motherfucking flagpole? Because I have passion. You people don't recognize
So why
passion.
are you yelling or swearing, though?
Because I'm very upset. Because I sacrifice like you will not believe for this company. If you knew what I did for everybody in this country right now, you'd be on your knees kissing my ass. You would willingly lick my ass. I doubt it. Unless you're a commie. Are you a commie? You like the Russians?
No, I didn't.
Bro, that's a lot to ask, okay? He really is reminding me of my dad. Listen, I respect service. I respect when people have went into the military. I honestly respect when cops decide to be cops for the real right reasons. But people need to stop using that to this extent. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean, I mean, like, people who really fought and served our country deserve a lot of respect. But nobody's gonna willingly kiss your ass, bro, or lick your ass, bro. What the fuck kind of freaky ass Diddy shit are you on? That is so. You would willingly lick my ass. This guy, his cheeks are probably disgusting.
You would willingly lick my ass. I doubt it. Unless you're a commie. Are you a commie? You like the Russians?
No, I didn't.
You like?
Maybe I am. Whoa!
It's fine. It's not right. You want me to? You tell. All right. Here's the deal. I'll make you. Wait. I'll give you guys a deal.
What are you talking about?
I'll give you a deal.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No.
Want to make a bet?
Not at all.
Oh,
No.
Okay. Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Talk about.
Put your hands in your pockets. Thank you. Why are we down here causing a scene right now?
Because I was impassioned to come and bless these people's day. Fridays are
After
a
he quit.
fun day, but this was going to be extra special, and it was planned pristinely for that occasion.
What was going to be special about it?
I was going to enlighten their minds with some wonderful, brilliant news
Can I ask
that
what
you
that
guys
news
are
is?
going to be so embarrassed if you squash.
Can I ask what it is?
Yeah, first of all, we're all going to take a big breath.
He doesn't even know
We're
what the
gonna
news
fucking
is.
laugh, all right?
Sounds good.
We're going to shake our arms around. We're going to have some fucking fun for a change, all right? Or we can run around, stop being like a plugged up fucking toilet. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that bull fucking shit.
While en route, the sergeant asked
This guy's
dispatch
nuts.
to check the man's
He's
driving
nuts.
and criminal status, if any. Dispatch advised that the
God.
man's Class D and Class M driving privileges were both revoked. But soon, both the sergeant and the responding officer are about to realize that his revoked license is going to be the least of their concerns.
Drew, let me just empty my fucking
I'm telling you,
pockets.
keep your hands in your pockets for me. Stop.
There it is.
Ooh.
Stop putting your hands. Stop
There's
putting your hands
nothing
in your
in there.
pockets. Stop putting your pockets.
Go ahead, dig your fingers in there.
I don't want to. That's
Why?
why I asked you to keep your hands out of your pockets, though.
There's nothing in there.
We don't know that. I don't know that.
I'll show you if you would be so chicken.
Well, I mean, he fucking made his pockets all fucking insies outsies, so I guess they know now, but he didn't have to do all that. That's so silly.
So.
There's nothing in there.
We don't know that. I don't know that.
I'll show you if you would be so chicken.
Do you mind if I pat
You
your
fucking got that gun, you fucking shoot me in the face right now. Grab for it.
Oh my
Grab
God,
for it.
what the fuck?
Bring your hand right now.
Here's my thanks for saying United
Shoot me in the
States.
face. Do it. Fucking shoot me in the face and then kiss me on my cheeks. Do it. That's how this guy's acting right now. He's just so fucking. But first he was like talking about all this crazy shit. He's manic. He's losing it. That shit's too tight on his head. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. And he's not supposed to be driving his motorcycle, I don't think. So that shit's probably about to get lost too. Man, dude, just such a hard ass.
Stop.
Grab for it.
You're being detained right now.
Here's my thanks for saying United States.
You're being detained right now.
Here's
This has
my
nothing to
thanks
do
for
with that,
saving
bro.
the United States of America, people, but I'll do it for you all over again. I don't give a.
Are you a veteran?
Nope. Two-time felon,
So what?
baby.
What is he talking about?
Outlaw motherfucking craziest you've ever fucking dreamt of. If you knew what you were doing right now, you'd run the other direction.
Do you have somebody you can call to come pick a motorcycle up for you?
Yeah. Actually, if you guys touch that fucking thing, you're gonna regret it the rest of your eternity.
Highly doubt it. You're just
You
being
want to
detained
bet?
right
You want
now.
to bet me?
He's being very
I
exaggerative.
have to sacrifice.
Play solo. After work. At your own pace. No stress. World of Warships is naval combat without pressure. You command legendary warships.
You want to bet?
What does he keep talking about? Like what he's sacrificed for the country, like what he's done for the country. He definitely was like verging on a little stolen valor there. He sprinkled a little bit of that in, but didn't fully commit.
You want to bet me?
Stop.
You prick! I have sacrificed my for you miserable cowards.
Has he sold his ass?
Suckers pissed me the f off. You what are you, a fucking Russian? You suckers pissed me the f off. You better run, motherfucker. You better fucking take them cuffs off and run, bro. I live next to you. I am telling you something.
Stop.
You assholes are gonna kiss my ass. I did this for you, America. Arrest me, boys. Take me away. Land of the free and home of the brave.
Oh shit, he's going Super Saiyan.
Take me away.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct now.
Oh, he kissed it.
Baby. You miserable coward.
Stop before you make this.
I don't care. Go ahead. Do whatever you got.
I'm gonna take your bandana.
No, you're not. Don't you touch it.
I gotta make
sure.
Oh, you gotta make sure. I spent 15 minutes getting that on perfectly. You know why?
15
minutes. You
minutes.
miserable coward. You too. I got the wrath of God at my fingertips. You sure you want to be digging around
Oh
in
my
there?
God.
Are you sure? Take them cuffs off right in this second. Get on your goddamn knees. You better fucking start listening.
He said, "Get on your knees." He wants them to get down and suck it, kiss it, caress it, stroke it, fucking give it a little pat. He's so entitled to shit that has nothing to do with this situation, bro. I'm so confused on what this guy's talking about.
Cuffs off right in this second. Get on your goddamn knees. You better fucking start listening, boy. I'm fucking warning you.
Oh, he's about to turn into the Hulk. What's he doing?
Red light.
He's making the noise that happens whenever you hit the sides of the thing in operation. What the fuck?
Red light, motherfucking gutless pig.
He's trying to play Squid Game with them.
As he proceeded to lose his shit, a
That's very
records
random.
inquiry later confirmed that the man's driving privileges had originally been revoked following an OWI-related incident in 2020. It also revealed that he already had 2 prior convictions for operating after revocation, since his license status was revoked in October 2021 and again in May 2023, making this his 3rd OWI-related OAR offense. But now, the man is...
How does he not have his car or his motorcycle or everything he has to drive, like, taken from him at this point, if that's all the case, though? I feel like they should have fucking... I mean, I guess he still legally owns the property, he just can't drive it, which is depressing, but...
Making this his 3rd OWI-related OAR offense. But now, the man is about to stop at nothing, as he continues piling even more charges against himself.
Gutless and useless entanglements of the devil himself. Already snapped his collar. You're next, motherfucker. I'll wring your useless. I'll grab you by the neck with my one good tooth and drag your ass to the other side of the street. If you don't
he's threatening them and shit. He's talking about breaking the power of the devil. Bro, this guy's acting like the devil is hanging on his nuts. What is he talking about?
If you don't fucking belong, you're maggot. You gutless pukes make me sick. That's not on me. That's him talking to you, Paul. Would you stop it? You're hurting my left wrist.
He's saying that he's getting possessed by somebody, or I guess God. And he's just like, "Oh, you fucking worthless fucking piggies, I'm gonna get you." Like, what the fuck? And then he said, "Yo, sorry guys. Yo, sorry guys. Doctor Who fucking popped in and he just took over, and I don't know. That's not on me though. It's coming from him. He's talking to 2 of us. Let me tell you."
Dude, stop. I have a hard enough time.
So walk this way.
Give me a sec. Oh, you fucking maggot. You fucking maggot. You're going to regret this for eternity because you're going right to hell. Because I'm going to
You're not my judge, fortunately.
I ain't, buddy.
Sit in the car, please.
You bow the down right this minute. No!
You
better reconsider.
You better reconsider. Sit in the
Look, he got real calm.
Here, jump in your cars. I'm gonna whisper to you. Please, unhand me this instant.
No.
Get in your cars.
What would he do? What would he do? If while he was doing this, they just stopped touching him and they just like tucked him back in a high hit or something like behind the car, and then he just like opened up his eyes and was like, "Oh my god. Oh my god." And then it just popped out. I was like, "Just kidding." Yo, he would be so fucking mad. I mean, he's already mad. But like, I just think that would be so fucking funny. I'm sorry.
No.
Get in your cars.
We're past that point. Sit in the car, please.
Get in the cars.
Sit down.
Get in your cars after you uncuff me and
This is just like,
drive away
fucking
as
shove his ass.
politely as possible while saluting me with a crisp and respectful, proper
Tight booty hole.
salute, boys! Are you fucking hearing me yet?
I ask you respectfully, sit inside my police car, please.
Respectfully? All right, I'll do that, brother.
I appreciate that,
Absolutely. I got no problem with the law.
Okay.
We got to have laws. We don't have to have dumb fucks that can't get their head out of their ass like you two.
I agree. Have a seat.
You know, they better be happy that they didn't drill into this guy's house with the false eviction, bro. He would have shot through the door, bro. He would have. Wow.
All right, bro.
Thanks.
Oh, he bumped his little head.
Yeah,
Watch your little egg there.
I've been through worse this morning. You two fucking twitlops got no motherfucking clue. I know exactly what them motherfuckers that they dropped the gate on Normandy. You know who's been leading the charge? This motherfucker right here.
He didn't do nothing though.
I can't even get in the fucking thing. You got these stupid buggies of yours. I can't.
Swing your little legs up, buddy.
Look at it. It's fucking big around as a pumpkin. So thanks very much. You're welcome. Ingrates. You fucking useless cowards. You can't take me. I'll take you both right now. Draw your guns. I got handcuffs on.
Draw your guns.
Has Kyrie texted?
Whip my dick out. Draw your guns. Let's fight it out right now. We're gonna do it in the fucking parking lot.
Did you back?
I don't want to talk about it.
What the fuck?
How was the math test?
Don't want to talk about
Fuck these ads.
Right now. Draw your guns. I got handcuffs on. I don't stand a chance. You lily-livered monkey.
We're gonna make this work.
Lily livered monkeys. Bro, I'm gonna have to use that. Lily livered.
You lily-livered monkey.
You lily licking monkey tits. Stop your shit, bro.
I don't stand a chance. You lily-livered monkey.
We're gonna make this worse for yourself.
All right, let's go. You got anything to eat? You got anything to eat? Lay your.
What the fuck? You lily licking monkey. Hey, do you have a snack? Do you have Will you buy me that? What the fuck is he talking about?
All right, let's go. You got anything to eat?
He calms down so quick.
Lay your hands off me, my golden cowboys, my valiant fucking cowboy shirt, you punk.
Put your feet in the car.
Punk, get the fuck away from me.
Put your feet
Now!
Oh, he's volatile.
You're about to get your face punched.
By who? You have both your arms behind your back, man. This is not the time to be talking. I want to see them spray this guy.
I don't like that bull.
I don't like it either. So
You disrespectful motherfuckers are exactly what's wrong with this great country. Don't worry, America. I got your ass. You punk. Make me.
Hey. Big Bert's got us, whatever the fuck his name is, bro. He's totally not about to get tased in his nuts.
You want to puke? Don't make me spit in your face. I'm trying to get in. You useless fuckers. Quit bothering me. You fucking maggots have no idea what you've done. I promise you. It's on you. It's your decision. You fuckers, fucking screwballs. You monkey-eyed.
Oh my god.
You're done. Your days are over. Do you like your job? Do you like your...
You're gonna get sprayed.
You win our impeccable boy. Look how quick he turned his face when he thought he was about to get sprayed, little pussy. Oh my god.
Do you like your job?
The way he's talking, you'd think if he was getting sprayed, he would just open his mouth and catch it. But no.
Do you like your...
Oh, scared.
Or you can get in the car.
I hate you.
Don't want to be locked in that car with that shit.
I love you, but I'm not happy with your decision.
Well, that I understand. You're in cuffs. I understand what
I'm trying to get in your fucking shit box.
I see that.
Fuck off.
Okay.
They were responding to you, bro.
Yeah, please do that, would you? Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
You're still a fuckwad.
You're entitled to your opinion. That's
No, it's not an opinion. It's a fact.
Okay.
Because I'm truth, baby. I'm a fucking truth bomb.
Halfway there.
I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
By now, it is clear where the man is headed next. But when it comes to hurling abuse and shouting profanities, he's only getting started, especially now, as he begins growling at officers while they decide what to do with his motorcycle.
Yo, he's got something bad in him, boy. I'd love yo, honestly, I would not have loved to be the officer in the car with this guy while he's doing this, but I'm excited to hear how this goes, this car ride.
Now, as he begins growling at officers while they decide what to do with his motorcycle.
He's really channeling that
You
gold.
better run, motherfucker!
Yeah, faces!
You'd better run! Get your goddamn stinking fucking hands off my shit! What are you, a fucking Arab? I'll rip your
What?
apart. Can we just go? I'm so fucking hungry. Let me out! I swear I'll eat you alive!
Oh my God.
Second, you goddamn motherfuckers!
He's really going off.
Used to be my neighbor.
Did he?
I hate your fucking guts! You stinking fucking rat fucks! Go fucking screw yourselves!
Oh my God.
You useless twits! Maybe I can find a couple broomsticks to use on each other! You fucking joy boy motherfuckers!
What a
Do we
potty
want
mouth.
me to try to contact him about the bike?
If you can, yeah, see.
Do we want to ask him or do we just contact the guy?
I fucking hate you!
You said you wanted us to come move
He
the
just
bike?
said he didn't hate
Yeah,
them.
he's the only one allowed to lay a finger on it. Don't any of you motherfuckers touch
He said he's the only one allowed to put a finger in me.
it. Yeah, he's the only one allowed to lay a finger on it. Don't any of you motherfuckers touch it, or I'll beat your ass. I'm gonna anyway. I can't wait to get a hold of you two. I'm gonna knock your fucking stupid fuckheads together. Knock some goddamn sense into you. Fucking jar fuckers. You have no
Jar
idea what you're
fuckers?
doing.
This guy's
You better
creative.
fucking run. I'll skull fuck you. You
Oh my God. I will skull fuck you. That's metal as fuck, brother.
I'll skull fuck you. You maggots make me sick with your entangling devil shit. That ain't what the law's for, dumbass. It's not to rob your
He just doesn't stop. Yo, these cops can't help but just chuckle about this shit, bro. Like, cause it's crazy. It's crazy. It is silly, funny, goofy, and probably a great story for them. But like, man, bro, this dude is fucked up. I don't know what his deal is. He's far gone, guys. We're only halfway through this.
Recognize you? Yeah. Check your hand. If you can't get a hold of them, touch base with them with the bike. If they want to, I assume they want to run off the property. They're not even supposed to be on the property. And if that's the case, we'll just push up the street or just parking on the street.
Okay.
Over there.
I haven't slept in a fucking month. Oh, it's alright, Paul.
Take a nap.
You just fucking relax, old girl.
What?
This way. Them motherfucking suckers.
Who is he talking
So
to?
much as looking at it. I'll yank their fucking out backwards and then stuff it in the other side. God damn it, I hate you motherfuckers. You fuckheads.
Bro, he thinks people are like Legos or something. He thinks he's just saying crazy shit. He's like, I'm gonna pop your arm off and switch it with the other arm and fucking take your spine out and put it through your mouth and it'll come out your butthole. And like, he's saying wild shit, bro. He should be a rapper, honestly.
Other side. God damn it, I hate you motherfuckers. You fuckheads.
Oh, he's getting feisty.
You Russian fucking whore! I'll tear this fucker apart, and I'm coming for your neck. You fucking think you fucking got it in for the USA? I got news for you, brother. I got everybody's back, except you two.
He's Hulk Hogan now.
Get the fuck out of my goddamn country.
What did he say? Maggot, why do you want him in your car?
Because you're in here?
You buggy, you bug-eyed fucking whore. Who's that useless? Oh, you fucking irritant. You are a fucking constant pain in my ass. I never should have created you monkey.
What? He said he created them? That's fucking weird. What? He's like Mojo Jojo.
Pain in my ass. I never should have created you monkey. Snot wadded wads, you and them
Snot
tall heads and
wadded.
them fat, you fucking twisted up fucking fools. You got it all wrong. You fucking just
Dude,
wait.
dude, this is bad. This guy's fucking blood pressure is so fucking high right now. He has terrible, terrible cholesterol.
Twisted up fucking fools. You got it all wrong. You fucking just wait. I'm gonna sue this.
Look at him sweat.
motherfucking
Oh
town
my
for
God.
every stinking nickel these hard-working motherfuckers you rob every day. Oh, you just wait, you ass fuck. Jacked motherfucking shit bag. You ain't worth 2 cents of in a pan in hell.
Well, he would talk to you normal, and then all of a sudden, like 2 seconds later, he'd be going off about he's clearly hearing voices in his head. Hi guys.
He's hearing something.
You're welcome.
When we're gonna release him, though, is kind of my concern.
We're not quite to that stage yet. I think there might be some more things that are going to be potentially put into place.
Like this week, he's just kind of gone off the deep end a little bit.
Yeah, I think there might be a potential chapter situation here, potentially. Okay. But I can't say that for sure. Okay. But just by the way that he was, like, he'd be talking to you good for like a couple minutes, and all of a sudden he'd just be go off about like he's clearly hearing voices.
Yeah.
A later discovery would suggest that this officer was not entirely wrong in believing that the man may be hearing voices. But for now, all the sergeant could do was endure the man's nonstop aggression and violent threats on the way to jail. A ride that perhaps turned out to be a true test of his patience.
Ooh.
You fucking listening?
He's about to shit himself. That's what it sounds like. He's gonna poop himself in the backseat of this car. Imagine if he like strained himself so hard that he pooped himself or passed out or something. Like, he would be so embarrassed by that shit. I would be, bro. I can't believe how hard he's going right now. He's got a lot of energy for a guy that's complaining about sleep. I'm just saying.
You fucking listening?
He could be
to
a
me?
metal vocalist.
You fool! You ought to fucking open that door, respectful arena exit, take off these cuts, get in, slam that door and floor it. You monkey, goofy fucking whore. I'd like to rip the fucking side of your face off and eat it. You fucking anger the fuck out of me. You disrespectful fuck. Go you to hell, motherfucker. And you don't want this boy saying that, because I ain't just no regular cowboy. I'll fucking slap.
That was some shit like my dad would say. Not gonna lie. It's embarrassing, but that is very true. Like, oh my God. I feel bad for whoever this guy's family is that they've had to endure his behavior, and also that they're related to him, because I'm sure it like makes them very embarrassed to have him act out like this.
Regular cowboy. I'll fucking slap Willie before you can dream of moving a fucking millimeter.
What did he say?
You
Did he say he could slap a wiener before he could ever decide he was gonna roll over someone or something? I don't know what he fucking said, bro, but it did not make sense.
moving a fucking millimeter. I promise you that. You
What?
fucking spineless twit. What's for supper, you fucking ass monkey? I'm gonna feed my foot in your face, you fuckhead. You fucking better run, you cock. If I ever lay eyes on you, you better run. You better run.
Bro, he's sweating so hard his eyeballs are bulging out. He's blowing a casket, bro. You gotta stop.
Hell, motherfucker. Cause I get done with you, I'm coming for you, Satan. And I know right where you're at. Exactly. This isn't gonna be pretty, folks.
Calm down, brother.
This motherfucking shit box might just burn up. You're the exact problem with this country that's wrong.
This cop's just chilling.
You entitled fucking loon. You think you've got something coming? Oh, you got something coming, all right, baby. And I'm gonna deliver it right to your goddamn forehead. You fucking nut job. You're insane for what you're doing right now.
That's a threat.
You're gonna blow your...
Yo, did he just start talking to himself? Did he talk? Was that like a brief second of awareness? You're insane for what you're doing right now. My dad was a drinker. like the fucking Joker. That's how he's acting. Like he's literally addressing a cop and telling him, you're insane for what you're doing right now, while actively borderline having an aneurysm in the backseat. I don't know.
Nut job. You're insane for what you're doing right now. You're gonna blow your brains out the second the light comes on. They're gonna go, what the was I thinking? Out the second the light comes on. They're gonna go, what the was I thinking? What in the possible was I even
What in the possible?
when
Really
I didn't let that guy that went through hell 3 times beautiful
chill, Jimmy.
country filled with awesome, hard-working Americans. You
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hate your guts, you pig fucking saw-bellied fucking loser. Fuck you, you goddamn retard. You'll never get it. You're going to hell, bitch, and I'm taking you
He's
there.
turning into a tomato.
Hey, boy. But you just wait. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on you. You fucking skunk fuck. Oh.
Skunk fuck. This guy is so creative, bro. I can't get over the shit this guy's saying. He's just coming up with so many things I would have never imagined.
I can't wait to get my hands on you. You
like, I can't wait to get my hands on you and tug you, you fucking monkey ducking, roach licking, fucking dick tipping.
That's what's coming for you. I got the heart of a lion, you motherfucking coward. What do you got? What the f have you got?
The heart of a lion and the dick of a chimpanzee, brother.
Coward. What do you got? What the f have you got? What are you looking at, you fucking re- I'll rip your face off to you.
Yeah, to get him out?
Who's that
yeah.
Over there? Your wife? I'll f her right in the ass. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing, baby? You don't. You think you're off the hook? Hey, sweetheart, I hope you have a wonderful day. Not you. I hope your fucking life sucks. All right,
He's the way he switches and goes back and forth. It gives me whiplash. But like, Jesus Christ.
I hope your fucking life sucks.
If he would have went in the car with the other cop, that would have been the whole car ride. Just that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
All right, America. You waited for this one. Here's what I fucking think. Oh, God, I'm gonna spit on you fucking bad right now. But I won't, because I respect the boys in blue too much. You should never have been one.
That'll also be in a charge.
You don't deserve it, you
That'll be an assault charge if he spits on him.
Blue too much. You should never have been one. You don't deserve it, you monkey. Get the out of my face, you loser. No!
Ooh.
I keep you motherfuckers alive.
That's the law enforcement disorderly conduct. That's it? That's it.
Are you sure?
What are you, Russians? You
He's being easy on him, too.
Dukes? Go lick fucking Brezhnev's fucking wife. You miserable fucking twit. You make me sick. United States of America, are you hearing me? This is what we gotta put up with. These entangling, useless, fucking experiments of Satan. Get on your knees, motherfuckers. Get on your knees. Get the f on your knees, you maggots. I'll rip every one of your goddamn
Can I talk to you, please?
with the cuffs on.
Can we just talk?
Take your
These
off and
these
get on
poor
your knees.
police officers. Listen, I'm not on any side. I don't hate the police. I don't dislike the police. I like people that do their job the way they're supposed to, and I believe police are supposed to protect and serve. These cops are so fucking calm, though. Props to these guys. But, like, this guy's insane, y'all. He's not backing off. He's not stopping. He is just so volatile. I think they know that there's something heavily, heavily wrong with him. But, like, they're having a lot of patience. They're having the patience of many, many saints altogether at this point.
Can we just talk?
Take your shit off and get on your knees.
Are we gonna talk?
Get on your knees.
I'm not gonna.
Right now.
Can we just talk?
Then stand back.
Can we just talk?
What if he did get on his knees? Then what?
All right.
I'm warning you. Open that door politely. Stand back. No, come on. I'm trying to get out. Shut your face a minute and give me a second.
Damn.
I have to grab
Shortly after the man was turned over to jail staff,
that guy, if he became a zombie, would definitely be a bloater, let me tell you. And he'd be a bad one, too.
Shortly after the man was turned over to jail staff, officers were notified that a small prescription pill had been found inside his wallet during the book.
Ooh, I want to guess. Lortabs.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay?
Booking process. Jail's small prescription pill had been found inside his wallet during the booking process.
We'll see if I'm right.
Jail staff advised that the pill appeared to be a Schedule II controlled stimulant. The officer later retrieved the pill and transported it to the Sparta.
Adderall, phentermine, I don't know.
The police department, where it was. The officer later retrieved the pill and transported it to the Sparta Police Department,
MDMA?
where it was photographed and submitted into evidence. The small white pill marked M in a square and 20 above a line was secured as evidence. An online search identified it as 20 milligram methylphenidate hydrochloride, a Schedule II central nervous system stimulant, which explains some of his behavior.
Dude's tripping.
What for? Who's suicidal? You f***ers, you will be tomorrow morning when you realize what you've done. You will slit your motherfucking throat.
He's just looking at him like, what the fuck?
I can't believe the passion oozing out of that guy, and we had the nerve to touch that man. Or even... Can you lift your foot up for me, please? Get your hands off me, you monkey fuck. What are you gonna play my packer, you fucking what do you want? Stick your fingers in my... What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm not doing anything. What do you mean relax? I'm not...
Bro, I would have said we should hog time, guys. Let's hog time, put a spit mask on him, and let's just carry him in like he's a bag of logs.
I didn't even do anything. I'd like to knee you right in the face, you bitch. I'll wipe my ass and your dumb...
Did he just say he would wipe his ass for him? He said, I'm gonna wipe your fat ass.
I'll wipe my ass and your dumb fucking forehead. You hearing me? You hear me? Look me in the eyes, motherfucker. You're too much of a...
He's getting intimate with him. He's like, I'm gonna wipe your ass with your forehead? Is that... What the fuck does that even mean, bro? He is just like out of this reality.
Look at me. Cowards! Just like that Beelzebub. Yeah, take it away, you fucking wad. Gutless ass monkey.
Kneel down, please.
I'm not kneeling for you.
Kneel down.
Nope.
Kneel down.
Nope.
You get down, motherfucker. There's fucking 6 of them.
Alright, let go of me. Dude, please, you're hurting me.
Just relax.
You're hurting me. You're the one not relaxing.
Oh, now he's like that.
Please, I beg you, let go of me. Guys, please. Please. Oh my God, you're choking me, dude. I can't hardly breathe. I'm on my chest.
Whatever, bro.
Ouch! What are you doing?
Alright.
I've had both my knees replaced, asshole. You don't recognize passion, do you, apparently? You don't have any.
What the
You're
fuck?
a bunch of gutless pubes. Every one of you is a gutless coward. Everyone would never dream of sharing a foxhole with anybody. You ain't got what it takes. I do. You have no idea what I got. More than you.
He's got a whole 3.5 inches of pure beat ass.
What are you doing?
Taking the cuffs off.
Oh, Lord, that felt like it, all right.
Stand on the ground, please.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Stand on the ground, please.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. No problem. Yeah, have a nice day. What the fuck did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
What do you mean, what did you do wrong?
Ultimately, the man was charged with felony, battery threat to an officer, ×2,
×2,
misdemeanor, possession of a controlled substance, disorderly conduct, and operating while revoked. He was later released on a $250 cash bond. Eventually, he pleaded guilty due to a no contest plea of 1 count of battery threat to an officer. Remaining charges were dismissed. Ultimately, he was only sentenced to pay a $500 fine. Don't just watch, represent.
Bro, he got off so easy, bro. What the fuck? He got off with almost nothing. They were so lenient to him. That's crazy. And he's just out, bro. He just got out. I wonder if he's embarrassed. Like I said, this guy honestly reminds me a lot of my dad. I went through some situations where I've seen my dad act very similar to this, and he's had some similar tendencies. My dad is a veteran though, and he has PTSD issues as well. I don't think this guy is, but I think he just needs to sit down and watch a couple episodes of Scooby-Doo and just try to chill the fuck out, honestly. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you felt about the officer's behavior in this situation, and yeah. It's crazy. One of the comments says, so I saw something about GTA 6. Let's see, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Right here. Rockstar has to cast this guy for GTA 6. No script, just mic him up and piss him off. Yeah, bro. That would be so funny. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This was the most unhinged meltdown ever caught on a body cam, and it sure was. I'll see you guys in the next one, though. Make sure you don't be like this guy. Smile and be happy. Take a chill pill. Don't fucking bust your veins out of your head tripping about random shit. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Wow. Wow, stream. Wow, stream. That was a lot, let me tell you. Damn, bro. Wow. That was so crazy, y'all. Hang on. Let me check something. I'm gonna check the sound really quick, see how everything sounded for the stream. They don't.
My ring camera going off and I see a drilling at my door.
All right, pretty good. All right, guys. As far as this stream, that's pretty much all I had to cover today or talk about. Make sure you guys check out my other content and the videos I make from everything and tune in. Also, I play games and stuff on stream sometime. We're getting back into those kind of things. So, what's up, John? How you doing, bro? I'm sorry if I missed some comments as well, but next time I'll be a little bit more prepared. I'm just getting back into streaming and stuff, so kind of bear with me. I'm not in the habit of it anymore as I was several months ago. But all right, I'm really gonna end it now. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.